Tesla demand could accelerate after Einride's 500 truck order, the largest public commitment yet to the semi-program. This is Modern Investing Techniques, episode 141. Quick reminder, everything we discuss here is for education and entertainment. The practice investment of the day uses simulated trades with no real money. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research before putting real money to work. The S&P 500 closed at 7,705, down 1%. The Nasdaq Composite finished at 26,314, lower by 1.6%. The TSX Composite ended at 36,517, off 0.6%. Mid-East uncertainty lifted oil and yields, which weighed on tech and TSX futures. The SF Fed's new medium-run neutral rate estimate of 1.5% with a wide band suggests policy stays accommodative, assuming 2.5% plus underlying inflation. Bank of Canada and Fed decisions remain the next scheduled macro events. Nasdaq Composite sits at 26,314, with a year-to-date move of plus 13.25%. Selling cash-secured puts lets investors collect premium while waiting for a limit order fill on a stock they already want to own. Today's market volatility makes the approach relevant because wide bid-ask spreads and headline-driven dips create premium income on names that would otherwise leave cash idle. Implementation requires choosing liquid underlyings, setting the strike at or below your target entry price, and ensuring the premium exceeds the expected slippage from waiting. The tactic has historically performed best in range-bound or mildly bullish regimes where implied volatility stays elevated, but the underlying does not gap lower through the strike. Risk is still full downside ownership if assigned, so position size must stay inside normal allocation rules. The method works only on stocks an investor would be happy to own outright, turning idle cash into income while the limit order sits unfilled. You can test this directly on a name already held in a TFSA by pulling the options chain and comparing premium at the chosen strike to the cost of simply holding cash. Central bank decisions continue to shape rate-sensitive sectors, and today's neutral rate estimate keeps that path in focus without forcing immediate repricing. Disclaimer: this is a simulated trade for educational purposes only. No real money is involved. This is not financial advice. Today's pick is NFI.TO, NFI Group on the TSX in the industrial sector. The strategy is a catalyst-driven entry on domestic demand recovery narrative for transit equipment. The hold period is 5 sessions from entry, and the rule is fixed. Invalidation occurs if Canadian transit orders in the next quarterly fall below the prior year level, at which point the demand thesis is dead. The catalyst comes from Canadian demand recovery theme highlighted amid broader TSX rotation away from metals. Technical setup shows the stock trading near recent session highs with no 20-day volume spike yet, and support sits at the 50-day moving average. Risk assessment notes that a geopolitical oil spike could raise input costs, with the stop derived from the invalidation level capping modeled loss near 6 to 8%. Target is plus 3% to plus 6% over the 5-session window if domestic orders materialize. Confidence level is medium because the domestic demand narrative is plausible but lacks the volume confirmation required for higher conviction. This setup forces explicit linkage between a macro theme and a single observable quarterly metric, showing how to convert sector commentary into a testable entry rather than a vague bullish view. It also demonstrates sector rotation discipline by moving outside the concentrated names from recent trades. Yesterday's weekly hold was IPCO.TO on a buyback-supported entry via the announced normal course issuer bid. The actual hold ran 3 calendar days of market data from Monday to Thursday. Entry came at $31.38 on the Monday open. An exit came at $32.04 on the Thursday close. The position gained 2.10%, or plus $21.03 on a $1,000 simulated stake. The buyback catalyst delivered the expected lift even in a short window. This validates the need for catalyst confirmation before entry. The lesson is to require closing price confirmation before declaring any catalyst trade complete. The Options Play Growth Lab covered call and cash secured put builder lets users model premium income on stocks they already want to own. It shows annualized yield and probability of assignment for any strike and expiration. The platform gives retail investors the same options analytics workflow institutions use without requiring a Bloomberg terminal. Access comes via the Options Play site or integrated broker platforms, with a free tier covering basic modeling and paid unlocks for advanced Greeks and backtesting. The tool directly supports the cash-secured put approach by calculating exact premium levels for chosen strikes. Einride commits to 500 Tesla semis. The Swedish logistics firm announced the largest public order yet for the electric truck, with first units arriving next month. The remaining trucks will arrive in phases over the next 24 months. Add TSLA to the watch list for volume confirmation above the 20-day average before considering any new position. Jamie Dimon flags possible loss of USD reserve status in 25 years. The JP Morgan CEO's comment highlights long-term currency risk for Canadian investors holding unhedged US assets. Review FX hedged ETF options in TFSA accounts this week to quantify the cost of protection. Taiwan's NT 10,000 universal cash handout delivers roughly $314 to every eligible resident. The program injects direct consumer stimulus into the economy with immediate cash to households across the island. Watch Taiwan exposed ETFs for any follow-through volume on the next session. Miata Metals closes 25.2 million Canadian dollars financing with a La Mancha strategic stake. The 19.9% investment from the gold-focused group provides both capital and validation for the exploration story. Place Miata Metals on the resource sector watch list, but wait for a post-financing volume spike before any entry. Lifetime totals under prior rules show 50 trades at a 56% win rate, with cumulative profit and loss of plus $333.39 and average return per trade of plus 0.67%. The rules-based Era 2 record began on August 18, 2026, and has no closed trades yet, so matched window alpha under the current method is not yet available. Best trade reached plus 20.11%, and worst trade reached minus 11.80%, with a current streak of one win. The portfolio year-to-date return stands at plus 0.67%, with a gap versus NASDAQ year-to-date of minus 12.58%, and a since-inception gap of minus 16.94%. Imagine you bought a TSX mining name this morning on a financing announcement and your order filled at the open. The real mechanics between click and fill involve the market digesting the La Mancha strategic stake and any immediate volume surge, which can move price before your confirmation arrives. Professionals always write the exact observable trigger that kills the thesis, such as if the next quarterly shows no new drill results by the end of Q4, before the capital is committed. That written line becomes the stop-loss reference and prevents hindsight rewriting after a loss. Most retail investors instead say if it drops or if the market turns, which offers no testable condition and turns every exit into an emotional decision. The concrete fix is to state the invalidation in one sentence using a specific data release, guidance number, or technical level before entering any position. This approach converts losses into measurable feedback on the original thesis, rather than vague regret. Before we wrap, open your brokerage platform and model the 30-day cash-secured put premium on one TFSA holding at the strike 5% below today's close to see whether the annualized yield exceeds normal cash drag. That wraps up today's modern investing techniques. Remember, every trade is a learning opportunity, win or lose. Subscribe, share with a friend who wants to invest smarter, and we'll see you tomorrow. And if you'd rather watch than listen, find us on YouTube at Nera Network. Links in the show notes. One more thing. If you liked today's episode, our sister show Models and Agents is worth a spot in your feed. Your daily briefing on AI models and agents. It's one of the Nera Network's daily briefings, all free at neranetwork.com. New to the network, neranetwork.com Start Here picks the right daily briefing for you in about 2 minutes. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.
Do you ever wonder where we go after this? Are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous? Do you ever stay awake, counting sheep like all the time? What's your life like? What's your purpose? When's your birthday? What's your sign? Are you down right now? Are you stuck up in the past? Are you still thinking about all the times that you did